Hello everyone. Well, the people are going to be watching the replay. My name is Mpho Mokoena, and I am the intern coordinator here at the Griffin Foundation. And I'm sitting here with my lovely colleague, and you are.
My name is Ayanda Nkosi, and I'm the PA of the founder of the Griffin Foundation.
Wonderful. And so both of us are actually intern graduates of the foundation. So we're beneficiaries of the foundation. I'm the 20th intern beneficiary, and you are the
Sixth intern.
So I mean, we've grown from 6 to 22. We're sitting at 22 now, and so today we're going to be talking about the internship experience, but what we experienced on the internship. And also, I think a lot of people don't know what an internship is. So just to fill people in on that. And yeah, just to talk a little with my wonderful colleague on the second day of spring. So my first question for today is when did you come onto the internship? When did you start your process?
When?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I started my process in 2016, September 2016.
You can still remember the dates?
Yeah.
Wow.
The 1st of September, actually, that's when I...
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, that's when I started my internship journey, actually.
And how did you find out about the internship?
Actually, I didn't know about the internship program. What happened is I went to a program called Sinomsebenzi, and from there we were basically it's a Sinomsebenzi is a program, right?
It's the work for a living.
Yeah, it's a work for a living.
The organization is Sinomsebenzi, and then
the program is called Work for a Living. Yeah, and then you there you learn about work ethics, and then they also help people get jobs and stuff like that. And then from there, that's where I received a call that there's actually I thought I was actually being called to come to an interview. And then that's where I went to the offices. Actually, I thought it's the Mufasa offices. And then I went there, and then that's when they told us about the internship program. Yeah, so I didn't know that it's actually like I'm actually going to be part of a database, and then from there I'll be called to an interview once they've found, of course, a participating company that would like to actually take me on for an internship. So yeah, so I thought I'm going for an interview. I'm going to get a job. Yeah, so basically I was like, going to get a job. But it was actually fun. I learned about the internship program, what it's about, and then I did sign on into the program because, of course, for everything that you do, you have to promise that you'll actually stay on to the program for 6 months. Yeah, so I did that, and I committed myself to that.
Yeah, I think even with me, that's how I was able to get onto the program, because I mean the requirement for the program is work for a living. So if you're out there, you're looking for work and you have 100 rand, I think it's still 100 rand at the moment. Look for Sinomsebenzi or for a work for a living course. Don't just sit and hope things will come to you. You have to put some action into it, because that was like the start of everything.
Yeah, it was
me. Like,
same here.
It was the start for everything. So yeah, look for the work for a living course and do it. It takes about like 14 days. It's 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's 2 weeks.
It's 2 weeks. Yeah.
Is it available for people outside Joburg?
I'm not sure, but I think it must say on the website. Yes, on the website. So yeah, and then after the doing work for a living, then you are profiled, because that's what we do. After you are on the work for a living Sinomsebenzi database, then you do profiling with the Griffin Foundation, right? Griffin Enterprise Development. Griffin Enterprise Development. So you do the profiling with Griffin Enterprise Development, and then we look for our participating employers to take you on as an intern. So you did your internship with which participating employer?
The Vodacom Chats in North Mid Square. I think it's no longer there, but yeah.
And it was for 6 months, of course.
Yeah.
What did you learn? What's the one thing you like, even till this day, I can still do this because I learned it from this internship program?
Wow.
With Vodacom Chats!
Let me go back and think. I'd say for me, the biggest thing was what I took from there is actually learning work ethics, being professional, presenting yourself in a very professional manner. I think that's one thing I took, of course, apart from dealing with difficult customers. You see, that's one thing I'd say, because when I started the internship program, when I started my internship, I knew nothing about being employed or being a worker. What does that mean to you? How are you supposed to behave? How are you supposed to handle yourself in a work environment? So for me, that was like a wow factor for me, learning how to actually handle myself in a professional manner.
Environment, Apart from like all the other experience, I know people like, when they talk about experience, they always mention the type of skills and knowledge that you gained. But work ethic is like a big one.
Yeah.
Because you get there, you're already nervous, you know nothing, right?
True,
like you're
sure.
And that's the nice thing I like about the internship, the Griffin internship program, is that it doesn't take people who have just qualifications. If you have matric, you can get like a work opportunity, and gain skills and understand what it's like to be like in a work environment. Because even for me, what was difficult was the dress code.
Yeah.
It was so, because I was like, okay, what do I wear? Do I wear heels? Do I not wear heels? Because it has such a different culture, like a different working culture there. So the dress code is different to what I've seen, on TV. You always see people in heels going to work, but where I worked, like not everyone, like they didn't wear heels at all.
Yeah, I mean,
they didn't.
They had uniform, and I was the only one. Like, do you work here? I didn't even have uniform. I used to get customers asking me, "Do you work here?" Be like, "Yeah." And then I had to explain myself that no, I'm actually an intern. So
Yes, and that also gives you like troubles. You know how to troubleshoot, to talk to customers. That's really cool.
And sometimes they don't trust you. They didn't even trust me. They look at me like, oh, there's the intern. You don't want to talk to her.
Oh,
of
Jesus.
course. Yeah,
but the intern, you don't.
But
know.
as soon as they got used, because what I noticed is in that area, there was like frequent customers that we already knew that loved the place. They got used to me, and
and they liked your customer service.
Of course.
So they always come to you.
Yes. Where's that lovely young lady? I'm like,
because that's also cool.
Yeah,
that's probably
cool.
how I sort of know like your journey with the internship. After the 6 months, you didn't take the offer to work with Vodacom Chats.
No, it's not that I didn't take the offer. What happened is on the 5th month of my internship program, the owner said to me, well, he would love to actually offer me full-time, not actually full-time employment. He said to me he'd love to extend my internship. Okay, and then I said to him at that time, I said, oh wow, I thought that's a great opportunity, and I said I'll be happy to take that.
We got paused, but we're back. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, and then I think on the first of the 6th month, and then he came back and he said he sold the shop. Yeah, and also, so it was like a bombshell. It was like a bomb, like it just dropped a bomb on us and said, yeah, I sold the shop, and tomorrow the new owners are gonna come. And I thought, what does that mean for me? You see, does it mean will I still be will I still have the opportunity to stay on the internship program like he promised that he wants to extend it for me? Or does it actually mean that now I'm gonna have to look for a new employment, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And then he said no, he'll actually talk to the new guys and see what they can offer.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps I might even find a permanent employment. Yeah, which he did. And when I think about it, it's like, oh, yeah, which he did. And it was, how do I put this? Is it okay to say Pakistani guys?
Professional manner. A professional manner. No, professional. So the owners of the shop, you didn't. Let me summarize for you because I know the story. If I'm wrong, then you'll tell me. Then what happened, right, was that the new owners, right, you didn't like the way they were working.
True. I didn't like the way they were working, so it was really difficult. It was difficult to actually get used to their own work ethics and also adjust to that. So it was really difficult. So I remember on, I think it was mid-month, and I called my intern, what do they call it?
Into like a mentor.
My mentor, Terrence, and I said to him, you know what, I'm happy. I'm grateful for the opportunity. I'm really grateful. I don't want you to think that I'm not. I'm not even grateful for this, but I am. So I think after this, I'm just gonna I'm just gonna look for another job because I really think that I did get the experience that I needed. And he was like to me, yeah, well, he's gonna come and check the because I think at that time he hadn't met the new owners, and he said, yeah, I'll come and check because he knew I wasn't happy. So he came and he was like, you know what, I think it's best you move on after this. And I was happy, I was like, yeah, no, definitely I'm moving on. I don't like this. Yeah, but unfortunately, I think when my 6 months ended, I think it ended in February 2017, and then in June the shop closed. Yeah,
so you made a good decision.
Yeah, I did.
And that's a nice thing again with the internship, is that you're not walking alone. With the Griffin internship, you have a mentor, you know, who helps you along the 6 months. And when it gets to the stage to either you're taking the offer, is there an offer on the table, they liaise with the participating company, and then they help you through that process, you know. And I think that's also a nice thing, because not a lot of people on internships have that guidance. So with us, I mean, we had that guidance. It's like I'm grateful for that guidance. Yeah.
Same here.
Because with my participating company, they wanted to give me an opportunity, but they didn't have the funds, you know. And so it was like, okay, so what now, you know, what now? But then I got an opportunity to come and work for our director. And also you got an opportunity to come work, so we're like grateful for that.
And and also it's I just want to explain this, like there's many different elements that add into you actually expanding to a different environment from one to another. Because for me it wasn't like, wow, Ayanda actually, I mean, like how Mpho came about to work here. It was like because Jacques was now her mentor, and he saw how Mpho works and actually loved that. For me, my mentor was Terrence, and I know Terrence used to favor me. So, but how I actually came here was, I know that the executive assistant had to go somewhere for 2 weeks. So I came here to actually help out for that 2 weeks, for that duration that she's away. And from there, guess what, I was like, 2 weeks, two weeks, I'm gonna prove myself. And here I am.
That's very important.
Yeah, that's very important. You mustn't think that okay, now no, the time that's given to me is like, how am I going to grow within this time? Use whatever you have.
That's so true.
Expand. You are capable.
Yes.
Believe me. No, guys. Please don't sell yourselves short. Please don't.
even now, I mean, with a lot of people are unemployed, you know, they're looking for work, and it's tough. Like, do you remember the time you were? It's challenging. I'm not say it's tough because anything, you can overcome anything. So, do you remember when you were looking for work? What's the one thing that kept you going to, you know, keep on looking?
You know, it's I didn't look for work. Okay. But then I mean, during that time where I decided to go to the work for a living to go to the work for a living course, to join the work for a living course actually. I mean, during that time I was sitting at home and I went to Sinomsebenzi in 2015. No, I'm lying. I went in 2016 in March, and my daughter was just gave birth 3 months back in 2015. My daughter was 3 months, but I was bored. I was like, oh no, I'm tired of this life. You know, having a child. I was already fed up. I was here. I needed something to do. So in that moment, I said to a grandma, I said, no, I'm thinking now she's grown. I want to do something with my life. Like, I feel like I need to do something, even if it's not going to school, but something productive. And then that's where I found out about the work for a living course. And for me, it was something I thought, okay, it's something I need to do to just be productive. You see, so that's something that and then I thought, for me, it was a productive thing. Go to do something, and then I went there, and then that's where I actually blossomed.
That's actually that's very good advice, because that's what my mom also used to tell me. Like, even if you're looking for work, if it means that like you wake up in the morning and do something, you know, even if you've updated your CV, you've sent it out, you've done things, now you're in the waiting process, because that's the most frustrating thing. Maybe in that process while you're waiting, that's where you'll find the opportunities, because opportunities are everywhere. Don't let people fool you and say this and that and this and that, because you have like the Spirit of God inside of you. There is something out there for you that is already has your name on it, that when you knock on that door, you're also surprised, okay, well, that didn't take a lot of effort, because it was meant just for you.
Yes.
So I think that's my 2 cents. That's my 2 cents. Because, I mean, yeah, because you know, you hear people complaining a lot about being unemployed, and I'm not taking away from all the other social issues that are out there or that are linked to being unemployed. You know, people have to provide for their families, but there's always something that you can do, and with what you have, you can always start with what you have.
That's true.
Yeah. So yeah. Anything else you'd like to add, Miss? This was very fun.
and I realized that now we're just freestyling, because she had a set of questions, but now I'm listening to her. I'm like, okay.
This is
we're back.
But I asked you all the questions that I wanted to ask.
I think
and
so.
We spoke about the internship program. Yeah, so we're looking right now for participating employers. So if you're looking for an intern, we have people who are profiled waiting for the opportunity. Make sure that you do have a look at our website. It is in our bio, and contact us so that we can get you an intern. 6 months. Yeah, what else am I missing? And we pay like basically for the stipend and the mentoring. So support someone to wake up, you know, in the day, to get the skills that they want to get, and you know, an opportunity.
Just to add on the we pay for the stipend, we only pay for the stipend if it's a sponsored internship. To make it clear, But if it's someone who says, no, you know what, I would really love to take on a new intern, take on someone and just teach them, give them the skills, and they're willing to also offer something or pay, then there's a stipend that is there that you can offer them. Yeah.
Okay. And we take care of all the admin and things.
And we also check up on the intern. We ensure that the intern is on time and they perform their duties, so that you also don't have any complaints on your side.
And we, with we also take care also of the I like that as well. We take care of the participating employer. The mentor meets with both parties. Make sure that everything's okay, so that you can also have time off or on to work on your business, find new clients, and know that there's someone who's actually helping you with your strategy, whatever that is, for the year. Moving out of the lockdown, in South Africa. So yes, thank you so much for having us. #replay when you're watching the live. Yeah, and find us on Facebook, The Griffin Foundation. You can also find our other pages, Griffin Enterprise Development and
the Mufasa Coaching Practice.
Yes.
Thank you.
Bye.